Hi guys, it's Sean. I'm back, and today we have got part 2 of my Steelbook collection. If you haven't seen part 1, make sure you go check that one out after this. But let's see, we got about 15, 16 Steelbooks, so I'm just going to jump straight into it. The first one we've got here is the Daredevil Steelbook, the Netflix series. Netflix series. And as you can see, this one hasn't been unwrapped. My girlfriend wants to unwrap this one herself. Don't ask me why, but yeah, this is a really cool looking Steelbook. On the front we've got the Daredevil comic book style art, and then on the back we've got the info card. I'm loving everything Netflix is doing with Marvel at the minute. Even Iron Fist, a lot of people didn't enjoy it. I really did. Speaking of something else that I really enjoyed and a lot of people didn't, we've got Suicide Squad next. Now, I can understand all the flaws in this film, all the problems people have with it, completely justified. But, you know, it was a fun action film for me. I love the Suicide Squad. I've got all the comics, so, well, I've got all the trade paperbacks. I can't have all the Suicide Squad comics, obviously, but this is a really good looking Steelbook as well. On the front, we've got the whole squad there. We've got Waller and Joker as well. And then on the back, we've got Belle Reeve. Not a great film, I know, but it's a fun popcorn film. Now, this is a film that I actually was quite surprised by. I wasn't looking forward to this one going into it, but I thought, got to go and watch it now because all the Marvel movies are tied, and that's Doctor Strange. This is one of the more unique looking Steelbooks I've got. It's I'm not sure the name of the book. I'm not a Doctor Strange expert, but it's the book from the film where they get the Dormammu spell, and a really unique looking Steelbook. I had to have it. This is probably one of my favourite Steelbooks, if not my favourite Steelbooks. It's one of my favourite films as well. And that's Mad Max Fury Road. I grew up watching the old Mad Max movies with my dad, and this film just blew me away visually. Stunning, the music was amazing, it's great. Tom Hardy's performance wasn't very strong in this, but the character of Mad Max, he's not very, we'll say colloquial, he's not very outspoken. And Tom Hardy brought a lot to the character, even though he didn't say much. And then on the inside, we've got Furiosa and Max there. Great movie. I can't wait to see where the rest of the series goes. Just hope it's as good as this one. Speaking of a strange series, we've got 2 Steelbooks here. A lot of people dislike this series, but I'm rather fond of it. I accept it for what it is. Some daffy action in these films, but they're really enjoyable for me, and that's the Resident Evil Apocalypse. This is the second one, sorry. The first Steelbook we can't get over here for some reason. They have it in Best Buy. It's got like the zombie dogs on the front, but this is my favourite out of the whole series. Nemesis is awesome in this. They pretty much got this one spot on. There's scenes like straight out of Nemesis that are like shot in this, and it's just it's a really fun popcorn movie. And we've got Resident Evil Extinction here, the one that came after this. This is my second favourite one. After this one, it kind of getting a bit wacky, a bit daffy. But yeah, some really great artwork on these pop art Steelbooks. So let's move on. One of the better home invasion movies we've had in recent years, and that's You're Next. I think it's Adam Wingard who directed this one. I like most of his movies. I like this, and I love The Guest. The Blair Witch wasn't too hot on, but I didn't like the original Blair Witch, so, you know, c'est la vie. And yeah, really good home invasion movie. If you've not seen this one, check it out, especially if you love the horror movies. Another film that you need to check out if you haven't seen it is They Live, starring the late great Roddy Piper. And I think this film, it was quite far ahead for what it is. John Carpenter did a great job with this. A lot of the themes that run through this movie are still quite applicable to today. Roddy Piper was great in this film as well. Awesome personality. It's a shame he passed as young as he did. But they're next. Getting my films mixed up now. They Live, yeah, great movie. I'm amazed they've not remade it. Like I said, I think it's still applicable today. And, you know, the right director, the right team behind it, I think it could be great. This was another surprise film for me. I didn't really think I'd like this as much as I did because I don't like Matt Damon, but it was great in this film. And because it's mostly a solo performance, you know, he can really showcase a lot of his acting talent, and that's The Martian. Just a really cool, like, little sci-fi movie. And what I like about this Steelbook is this little card. Potato skins. You can get a recipe for, like, potato skins in there. It's just a quirky little thing I thought was quite amusing in the Steelbook. Now, I don't want to drop these and scratch them. Next we've got X-Men Apocalypse. Another, this is kind of in the same vein as Suicide Squad for me. I really enjoyed it. A lot of people dislike it. I understand all the problems people have with it, but it was a really fun, entertaining movie. Some really great action scenes in there, and some cool characters like the Wolverine cameo, and not much artwork on the inside, just a lot of hieroglyphs. Another great comic book movie, in my opinion, is Hellboy. We got the first one here. I picked this one up for like I think it was like £3 or £2.50 from CEX, and it's in great condition considering it's second hand. Ron Perlman's awesome in this film. He is Hellboy for me, and I think they've said that the third one just isn't going to happen. I think they did a petition to make it, and I think they got enough signatures, and it's just not happening. So it's a shame, because Hellboy 2, which we've also got here, I do actually prefer this one to the first one, just story wise and visually. I think it's a lot more. What's the word? Encapsulating. That was what I was looking for. Yeah, some cool artwork on the inside there of the whole team. And we've got another film here. I picked this up at the same time I picked up the first Hellboy. I got this one really cheap. I think this one was about £3 as well. And that's I Am Legend, starring Will Smith. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is a French steelbook. I'm not sure. Something's telling me it's French. This film, I love the what am I looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, this is what I'm thinking of. I love the original book, the source material. I've read it loads of times, and I think Will Smith does a great performance in this. The film was pretty awesome, but the only thing I disliked about it, and it really took me out of the film, was the vampires. I know I have a big problem with CG, especially when it comes to monsters. I think you can't go wrong with practical effects, especially with the like the prosthetics and stuff they can do these days. That was what really let this film down, the vampires. But a great performance from Will Smith. The actual scenery, it looks awesome. I really bought into this sort of end of the world apocalyptic vibe. Cool movie, just the vampires let it down. The next film we got here, one of my friends picked this up for me, and that's Robocop, the remake starring Joel Kinnaman. Get my words slurred, guys, sorry. Starring Joel Kinnaman. This is a really good action movie, and a lot of people dislike this one, but I think what we've got to realise, guys, is they're going to remake all the old action movies. You know, if there's a market for it, they're going to remake it. And I think this was actually a really good action movie. Some great scenes in there. Some really good actors as well. I think Gary Oldman's in this one. Is Gary Oldman in this one? I'm sure he is. Gary Oldman, Michael Keaton. I think Joel Kinnaman's good in this. I mean, I know he's playing a robot for the most part, but I actually like this film quite a lot. The next ones we've got here, we've got... A lot of people have these, but I'm going to show them anyway. And that's the original Star Wars trilogy steelbooks. So I'm just going to fly through these ones because a lot of people do have them. First we've got here Star Wars A New Hope, or just Star Wars. We've got Vader on the front there, we've got the original poster artwork on the back, and I can't for the life of me understand why Luke Skywalker isn't on this one. It seemed really strange to me, because on the next one we've got The Empire Strikes Back, and surely it would have made a lot more sense to have Vader on this one. And great movie, best one of the series in my opinion. Really cool artwork on this one again. And of course, you can't have the first two without having Return of the Jedi with the Emperor on. So yeah, again, there we've got the original poster artwork. Really cool stuff. So that's all the steelbooks I've got for this video, guys. I didn't want to make a massive long video with all of them. So I will be doing a part 3 with the rest of my steelbooks on, and then that'll be the last bit. So comment below on any of my steelbooks that you did like, your best looking steelbooks, or any steelbooks that you plan on picking up in the future. If you enjoyed this video, hit them thumbs up, and don't forget to check out the first part of this series that I did. And I hope to see you all next time. Bye bye.